Okay, let's go and get these guys into our HTML. So I'm just going to flip back over to my code view, and I'm going to head into, of course, my HTML document. Now, these three graphics are going to sit inside our content boxes. Okay, so look for the content box divs. Now, we have to be pretty careful about exactly how we're going to go and insert these guys. I want my images inside the content box div, of course, as I just mentioned, but I want to insert them before the placeholder paragraph. Okay, so drop your cursor just before that opening paragraph tag there inside the content box div. Okay, right in there is what we want. And here we go. Open angle bracket, IMG, space SRC equals, and then in quotes, remember what you called yours? I called mine content box 1.png. Okay, close quote, close angle bracket. Now, as a matter of fact, in an effort to speed things up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this code that I just typed out, which of course is going to drop my image in there, and I'm going to copy that, and then I'll paste them into the other two content boxes just like so. Being very careful to drop my cursor in the correct spot first before pasting, okay? And myself, I had used this content box naming convention, so I'm just going to change the names here, content box 2, and then of course content box 3. All right, for yourself, if you actually called it ourlocation.png or ticketsandраtes.png, you're going to have to go and change each of the image sources. All right, there we go. Go ahead and save up your work. If you want to have a quick look at your browser, go ahead and refresh. There we go. So if you have three new images sitting inside your layout, awesome stuff. Good job. Now, we just want to do a little bit of formatting on these images just to control the spacing a little bit. Okay, this is actually going to be really, really easy stuff. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get my images under control, but only if they reside inside a content box. Okay, so this is going to be very similar to how we got the logo under control. So in other words, what I'm going to do over inside my external style sheet, inside my high resolution media query, is I'm going to create a compound rule. So I'm going to look for content box down towards the bottom of my external style sheet. And just before the content box P compound rule, I'm going to go and insert a new compound rule called content box space IMG. Okay, there we go. And let's see, all I want to do with these guys is I want to pull them above let me kind of try and explain this to you here inside the browser. I want to pull them above the top edge of these blue content boxes. Once again, just like we had inside the Photoshop layout. So I'm going to go margin hyphen top, full colon space, and I'm going to use a negative value, minus 20 pixels, something like that. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to find the actual content box class rule. And I just want to double check that, I think I put this in here. There's his margin that we have a top value of 10 pixels. We may have to adjust this value. So don't forget, it goes top, right, bottom, and left. So we might have to come back and adjust that value. Go ahead and save up your external style sheet for now, and let's head back to the browser and refresh. There we go, something like that. So the good news is that the three, let's call them title graphics, are indeed spilling off of the top edge of our three content boxes, but you can see now they're kind of cramming into the bottom edge of the slideshow. So that's why I went and pointed out this value here, the margin top value for content box. So let's try increasing this from 10 to 20. Go ahead and save and then refresh. There we go, something like that. So what we've done here is we've just pushed the blue boxes an extra 10 pixels down the page like that. Okay, so now we don't have, content cramming into other content, this sort of thing. So there we go. There's our three graphics. Looks absolutely awesome. Wonderful stuff. Hey, congratulations if you made it this far. Things have really, really come together nicely for us. There's our entire high resolution layout. Now, the good news is, by the way, that we have all of the heavy lifting finished. We got all the content extracted from Photoshop. We got it inserted into the HTML as well. The high resolution design is complete as far as we're concerned. So now all we have to do is get our graphics under control via CSS for our medium resolution. You can see things start to fall apart there as soon as I start to collapse my browser. And then, of course, for the low resolution as well, we've got to get that under control as well. So all we have to do now is get the two remaining media queries, the two remaining device resolutions under control as far as our images are concerned, and then we're finished.